Yo, what's going on? It's your boys, man, the Swoop Boys. We back in the building. I got my guys. I got my guys surrounded with me. I got my man Charlie. What's going on? All the way from Jersey. Shout out to Jersey. How are you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Good.
Good.
Happy to be back again.
Okay, I see you.
We're ready to get to it.
I see you. Got my man Marcus with me.
You're
He just silent but deadly. Just silent and deadly. Oh man, and you, as you know, my co-host of all, he's always with me, right? I got my man Rico, aka affiliated Poppy, he in the building. What's going on, Swoop Squad? What up?
What it do, baby? Swoop Squad.
Man, shout out to Birdman, yo. Appreciate you, man.
Birdman, first thing, man. Always appreciate the love and the support, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, man, how was your weekend, bro? You always ask us. Let us ask you.
I was good. I'm good. I'm glad that you just turned that around on me. I appreciate you. My little cousin graduated, so shout out to my little cousin Kwame for graduating from high school. Hey, young man, you're in the world now, so don't blink too fast. You'll be all right.
Any college?
I don't know, man. This kid is 6'5", 210, and got too many concussions, so he can't play football anymore. So, yeah. So unfortunately, it's pretty sad. So we got to figure out what he's going to do. He's going to come with me and work. I got his brother a job in the corporate world with me, so we'll figure it out. I'm gonna let him relax for a couple of weeks or so. Then you got to get on the job, man. You got to pay some bills. So. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? It's off season. I know it's a little quiet. But yeah, man, we here to talk about some Philadelphia sports, and I guess we'll just go dive into it, man. We'll just go ahead and we will talk about. Oh, actually, before I start, please like and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how we grow. You know what I'm saying? We don't grow with you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And if you go ahead and comment, maybe leave us a little comment. We'll go ahead and read it live. We'll make sure to read it live on air. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And let them know always. We got the chat booming. We unlike a lot of other podcasts, a lot of other shows, we're live, so we're actually able to go ahead and correspond and talk with y'all. So go ahead and drop a couple comments in the chat. If you like what we're talking about, if you disagree, hey, let's have a conversation and debate this thing like we're in the barbershop.
Facts. Tell them. So I guess first things first, man. The Philadelphia Eagles, man, they claimed a DB by the name of Jimmy Moorhead from the Commanders. It was funny. So right before this, I actually had this thing wrong. I said WFT. So yeah, I had to fix that. So. That organization, man. That organization. I think other owners are trying to vote Snyder out. Y'all got the Commanders, the bum. They got so much going on, man. They got to worry about their stadium not falling on them while they're playing football and everything. It's some crazy stuff going on. But how we feel about this pickup, fellas?
It adds depth. Like I told y'all earlier, I think they're looking at probably moving Avante to the safety role as well, because he did play a lot of it in 18 when we had that injury bug. So that would be a solid, backup right there. But a lot of depth, a lot of competition for the for training camp. So I'm curious to see how this go.
No, I got you. BG, what's going on, fellas? What's going on, my fella?
What it do, BG?
Rico, go ahead and talk to me.
Man, I caught part of the show yesterday. Want to go ahead and salute you, fellas. I know you saw me in the chat, chopping it up.
Hey. Before you land on that, did you see where BG and the squad they went against Cowboy fans?
That what you talking about last night?
Yeah, I want to say the night before. Cowboy fans get really disrespectful and getting a little spicy. They get a little disrespectful and getting a little spicy. You have to knock their little asses down.
Well, you know how it is when you're getting roasted and you're in the fight and you ain't got no comebacks to.
Man.
The only thing you can do is to threat bodily harm to somebody.
No. Right. That and then trying to twist analogy on them. Like it was terrible. Like those guys they were trying to do what they wanted to do. They were trying to say whatever they wanted to say, but it was just like, what are you talking about? Standards. Cowboys has standards now. How do you have standards? You won 3 playoff games in 27 years. What is that standards now?
Who's this dude talking about the 100,000-yard receiver?
Oh man, you gotta give it up to them, McCann, Cowboy fans. Well, yo, Rico, let them know, man, how you feel about Jimmy Moorhead, the addition DB from the Commanders.
I actually do disagree. I think we're just bringing in more depth. I think we're gonna keep Strap right where he is, bro. I think he's so elite, bro. Like in that slot, I don't see the need to move him. So if anything, I think we're just bringing in more depth just to solidify, because we did see a couple situations where for the most part, Slay was solid. Even Steven Nelson was pretty solid, but both of those guys at one point or another did have to come out of a game or two. And no serious injuries, but they did have to miss a little bit of time in like a quarter or two. So it's always good to have just another solid asset right there to back up. I think that's all that is. So hey, this defense, not only have they been able to fill holes, but they've been able to go ahead and add depth, and that's like whenever you're doing that, that's luxury on top of luxury on top of luxury in this sport. So I'm all for it.
Charlie, talk to him.
All right, so I did a little reading. I sent y'all the article in the chat that we had signed him. Like you guys hit it on. Like, it does bring depth, it does bring competition, and I really do like that. Just give somebody like you go into training camp and you're thinking like, all right, like this dude's coming in to prove something. Like I got to prove myself again. You already know Slay has his spot. And who's on the other side of the field? Was it Nelson last year?
Yeah.
Who would take it this year? But is Nelson still with us?
No,
Nelson went to the Texans.
That's why we had to go get Bradbury.
Yeah, we got Bradbury. All right, so you know what I mean? And then you say, all right, in a perfect season, in a perfect world, no one gets injured. So you got to really take that into account. You got to say, like, listen, if one of these guys do happen to go down, whether it's a hamstring or a groin or, something like that, you have someone that's actually reliable that was a starter last year that comes in. And, I like how you said that you move Maddox to the safety spot to help out Epps, and that because we do lack a safety since McLeod is gone. But I think Maddox is just too small, and he's really good at where he's at, so I think they keep him there.
Man, Epps, this is going to be Epps season, y'all. I see a lot of people. I see a lot of people worried about the safety spot, and I said it on BG's live yesterday. I'll say it here is there's no such thing as a perfect team. Like, there's always going to be a couple holes, even on the best squads. The most successful, like even the Bears when they had the best defense, there was still a couple holes. Like you're never going to be able to say like, oh, they had an all-star at every spot, or they had a top 5 player at every spot. So look, man, if we're going to rock into this season and Marcus Epps is what we're calling the weak link on the defense, I could live with that, and I could be a very happy man.
I don't think Marcus Epps would be the weak link.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, no, I'm only saying Marcus Epps because I'm just.
Oh, okay. You're just doing it for example.
The position in general. So
yeah, I got you.
Really, if it's Marcus Epps, and then so everyone's worried about safety, is what I'm saying. I'm saying, so if that's the situation, essentially you're looking at Marcus Epps' position as the weak link on it. Hey, man, he's got so much talent around him. I don't think
he's big too. He's not small.
Bro,
he's
this
big,
is gonna be Marcus.
He doesn't look that big.
Remember when Zeke was doing this?
Yeah,
that's about to be Marcus Epps this season. I think, I think
he was a rookie then. He was a rookie.
I think he's ready to show some people. I think he's gonna show people. He's gonna show people like, oh yeah, y'all ain't gotta worry about this position. I'm about to show you.
Right, I got you. Well, my key analysis, man, is I think he's gonna bring a little bit of depth to the position. And hey, not for that, man. I remember when Carson Wentz that week 1, he first threw that interception. Who did he throw it to? He threw it to Jimmy Moorhead. Yep. So I mean, and he's a skill position, and he's in a skill position where he's in the slot. when you're a slot DB, man, you got to be quick, you got to be shifty, and you got to be smart. You got to know where, and you got to know, recognize route trees and stuff like that. So I think it's a good sign of them. So, absolutely. But Marcus, I do get where you're going. I remember you tweeting that out. You, for some reason, dude, you need to be a psychic or something. Bro. You be saying some crazy stuff. So saying that, let's get this done.
What that Jawn is?
Hey, what that Jawn is?
Yeah. So shout out to the young bull, man, my nephew. You know what I'm saying?
Waiting on my chill tequila to come upstairs right now.
Yeah. All right. So the next one, man, I got a question for Charlie.
Let's get it.
Yo, how are you feeling about former Eagles Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl 52 MVP Nick Foles signing with Indy?
Good. I think.
One thing before you start. Nick, we love you.
We do love him. Yeah, we do love him, man. He's the savior of this city. If it wasn't for him, man, I don't know how long we would be sitting here. Yeah. But no, yeah, good for him, man. Seriously, on a serious note, yeah. $4.5 million. There's a backup. What's his name? Matty Ice. In Indy. I think they definitely are going to have to battle it out in the preseason. I think they're definitely going to give it to Matty Ice, but he definitely is a solid backup, and he can. I wish him all the best, man. I do. I really do wish him all the best because he's he was drafted by us, and we gave him away for nothing. He should have came back, and we didn't want to sign him. Whatever Rico was saying, he said it was more that the Eagles organization wasn't really willing to give him the money to come back because of our crowded quarterback room. But
oh my God, yo, he's late, but he ain't got to be on time. My man is driving. He on his way. You know what I'm saying?
You're on mute, cuz. You're on mute.
Yeah, you're on mute, cuz. What's up, man?
Unmute it. Unmute it.
I'll unmute him.
Yeah, unmute him. It might, you know why? It might be because if your phone's attached to
his phone is on
the phone's on the car, bro.
Yeah. I can't do it. Yeah. No, we can't hear you.
He said he knows.
All right, we'll let him figure out his audio stuff. Yo, Marcus, go and tell him, man. Ill Will got to make it interesting. Anything he does.
Nah, man. Foles makes sense to Indy. You giving Frank Reich somebody who's familiar with the scheme in the QB room to help Matty out. Mm-hmm. So you're giving that presence in there, but as well, Foles trying to compete. He's familiar with the system. He might try and take that job from Matt.
Most definitely.
So it's up in the air.
It is definitely up there. It's not a guaranteed position right now. No. And in the way Chris Ballard was talking this offseason, he just want to see some results. So it makes sense. It's a nice little move for Nick. Something cheap. Get out of Chicago because you're not going to get no play with Fields out there. But, in a familiar system. Like I said, Foles almost brought us two. If Alshon would have caught that ball.
Alshon catches that.
We're right back in it.
Yeah, back in it. All right, Rick, go ahead and talk to him.
Hey, man,
Birdman said no. Birdman said no, man. He said he didn't want Nick back.
No, I didn't want Nick back. I mean, look, man, it kind of is the Fletcher Cox thing for me. I'm glad he didn't come back. If you believe in the pieces that you already have, then you don't need to be paying veterans big money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy he got a job somewhere else. It's one of those things. It's so weird. You have such a he's going to be a big piece of Philadelphia Eagles history for the rest of all of our lives and the franchise history. But it's just like it was under such crazy circumstances. It just was never meant to be, for him to be a steady part of this team. And I hate that it's like that. Forever indebted to him and grateful for what he did. Happy he's going to be in Indy. And I think we're going to see Foles on the field So, but I'm happy we didn't bring him back.
Yeah.
And when the report that came out is it was more he wanted to come back to Philly, then Philly was more interested in him actually updating his services. So,
Right.
one of those things.
For sure. I'll welcome him back with open arms. I'm a big Nick Foles fan. Yeah. Why not? Why not? You know what I mean? If it's just more leadership, good guy in the locker room. It might throw some things in there. So you know what? I take that back. I might be a little hesitant because they might be building shrines of Nick Foles and stuff like that. So you know what? I take that back. I would have to judge the room, feel the temperature, learn your audience. That's what I would be in if I was a GM. But I love Nick, man. He brought us the first Super Bowl, and I watched him all through. Arizona. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my guy, man. What up, Mitch? Mitch, what you talk about, Mitch? Would you Nick Foles be back? Shout out to Mitch, man. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel, man. He's Philly Sports. Shout out to him and his dad, man. They be doing the most, man. They're good Philly people. Jonas, what's up, fellas? Sending love and prayers text. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. We're gonna touch bases on that at the end. Our condolences, prayers out to the families, man. We gotta stop the gun violence, y'all. It just sucks. It sucks, man.
Yeah, it does.
That's just
awesome. Birdman said, "Ask yourself this issue for Foles or Saint Jalen Hurts to get his." I got Fells.
He probably meant Foles.
Foles.
Okay. I was like, hold on, what? All right. I mean, at that moment, like, who are you gonna pick? I'm gonna ask all three of you guys. Who would you pick if Jalen had an ankle injury? God forbid. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Rick, would you go with Foles or Minshew?
Minshew.
If I depends on
if Jalen goes down. If Jalen goes down.
This is circumstantial. It depends on what part of the season. If we're on a winning record and potential playoffs on the line,
yeah.
If it's just if it's early in the season and I just need to get by 3 weeks and I just need you to win 1 or 2 games, Minshew's good enough to get the job done.
Okay, Charlie, talk to me.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I'm the GM. I'm the GM. And you're the assistant. I need you to talk me out of signing Nick Foles.
I think I might be with you.
Thank you. Man, Charlie.
I think I actually might be with you. I mean, like, Marcus was quick. He was like, Minshew right away. Like, I don't know. Like, Minshew's young. Yeah. He doesn't have that much experience. He's more agile than Foles. Foles is a pocket passer, Does he fit the scheme of, this kid? Does he fit the scheme? I don't know. Maybe he can learn it. He can also be a good teacher. He is he's better than Minshew. He can be in Hurts' ear like, yo, listen, I'm not a runner, but listen, this whole left side is open. Once you fake that bootleg, take off. Don't hesitate. You can say that, but I definitely think I would take Foles.
All right. What about you, Marcus?
Minshew. Just the fact it's your second year under the exact same system, so you're already familiar with it, and you proved it when we played the Jets. Jalen went down, Minshew went out there and got the dub. So why not, keep that second hand? And then of course,
I'm the GM. You're not convincing me when you're saying the Jets. You're not convincing me.
Hey, we did almost lose that game.
All right, so I get where you all's coming from, man. You guys got all valid points. Let's see if we can add Will in here because he in the car acting a fool.
Yo, up?
Hey, there you go, guys.
Yo, you about to change the fit in the car?
Nah, man, I was trying to tell you I couldn't see the screen because of the sun earlier. I couldn't find the mute button, so.
God.
I know it's a lot of background noise and shit, but nah, you know how the sun is out here, bro. That shit was fucking beating.
Oh, for sure, bro.
So all right,
we on the West Coast, bro.
So, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But, Nick Foles, the whole Foles thing is like this, man. He should have been here. Chip got rid of him when the Bull was 7-2, and that shit wasn't right for Mark Sanchez. So at the end of the day, it just all came to fruition for him. But like Rick said, it just right now it's not. We can't have it. That's too much distraction. You know how those mental midgets, they'll just be like, well, put Nick Foles in, and it just costs too much controversy, man. I'm gonna go on mute while y'all talking because I know I got a lot of background noise in the car.
I got you.
As always. Nah, he's totally right though. He's totally right though. I mean, you guys, I don't know if people are grasping how serious and legit things are right now for us. Like you got to think about the offseason that Howie has put together, and this is going to lead perfectly into the next segment. So I'm not going to step on your toes, King. But the offseason that Howie has put together, and the moves have been beautiful. You know, on paper, and that's all we can really go off is on paper. The moves have been beautiful, and not for nothing, the chemistry we've been seeing between the guys, it's looking like it could be a special season. It could really be another one. Like
you just keep on pushing in segments. Keep on pushing in segments. Nah, it's all love. Speaking of that, I guess we'll do a little shortcut right here. Over the weekend we had the shout out to the Eagles, man, for bringing 4.1 million. Shout out, man. Let's give a clap to the Eagles, man, for the Autism Challenge. Shout out to everybody that did it. E-Rock, Full from Jawn, everybody. I think Philly Sports, everybody. Shout out to everybody that did that, man. Like I said, $4.1 million. The guys were out there smiling, kissing babies, signing babies' foreheads and everything. So they was doing their thing. I definitely see some things that we kind of were talking about in the chat. And this might lead into the discussion of is Jalen starting to lose a little too much muscle? And I've been getting mixed reviews. So we all got people back in Philadelphia, right? Yeah. So my people in Philadelphia told me they seen him up live in person, alive in the flesh. They said he looked like he gained. He looked like he got more muscle. And I'm looking at the pictures. He looked like he was on that Tom Brady, I want to live forever, toned down type joint. So can I get the opinion with y'all? This is crazy.
If you want to stay airborne, you gotta stay thin. That's okay. That's the rules, man.
Hey man, you already know I've been going off about this all week in the chat. So for those of you in our live chat right now, we got a Swoop Boys chat, and it be booming all week. And all week I've been banging this narrative that our boys have lost a lot of weight.
Yo, it's been booming since we had Charlie and Marcus.
That shit's been. I wake up in the morning, I got 50 text messages.
Yo, I had 75 text messages. I said, "Yo, my wife is like, yo, why you?" I was like, "Listen, it's my boys. Don't worry about it. It's my boys."
It's weird because I'm ahead of y'all, so I'm waking up 6, 7 in the morning, and y'all still gone. I'm like, I know y'all at least 3 hours behind, and y'all still talking.
Yeah.
That's when you gotta go ahead and start putting when you wake up in the morning and just start letting
do not disturb.
Just start throwing things out in the morning, like morning talk.
You're just throwing out shit.
Right. But how do y'all feel about his body? Is it a concern or is this something like, he'll be all right?
I think if anything, it's like I had mentioned when I told you guys. Remember that season when LeBron LeBron used to be a muscle man. He used to be real big, and Melo wasn't really like a muscle guy, but he was a thicker kind of player. And both of them shed all that weight in the offseason to get to that skinnier frame, so that it would be less on their muscles and on their knees and stuff like that, so they could be more agile in the paint and making moves. And when you look at Tom Brady, he's gone from an average man to just the skinny version that he is today. And I think it's all to to give that more, like, what do they say, like Pilates for the flexibility and to make the moves. And I think he's going to start relying more on that finesse of, that snapping motion to throw the ball instead of forcing it with the arm strength. I think this is great.
Yeah, so for every pound you weigh, it's 7 pounds on your ankles when you're running. So think about it. I'll leave it at that.
Boom.
Got you. Boom. Marcus, talk to him more.
I think he's like you said, he trained with Tom Brady's QB trainer. So I think he's relying more on the fundamentals. So he's telling him you don't gotta be the strongest guy out there. Proper fundamentals, proper technique, you can get the ball downfield. So I think he focused more on the quicker reaction.
Okay. So, time out though. When you seen, and I think we talked about this in the chat, when you seen the little sneak preview, did you see a little different in his form, the way his throwing motion? Because I did.
Yeah. You see more of that. Like I said, the more of the finesse, the snapping of the hips and the movement in the body to go ahead and let the full throwing motion go. He's not just
he's a quarterback, man. He's not out there to get hit. So avoid the hits, get faster, get more nimble, get that weight off your ankles. You already got ankle problem, right? That's what they're doing. They're building him up to be athlete.
Charlie, talk to him.
Yeah, I don't think this is a concern. I think that he was a little bit too bulky last season. I mean, the arm thing is up in the air. Like, okay, does he have a strong enough arm? Is he relying too much on his arm strength rather than the technique? That's something that he's young. He's only 23, maybe 24 years old. He's literally. I'm 24. I'm 24. He's literally like maybe a couple months younger than me when I was looking at his birthday.
Hold on. Charlie, you just pointed out something that's really, really mind-blowing. That my man is 23, 24.
Yeah.
He's been in 3 years.
He's younger. Yeah. He's younger than some of the guys that got drafted this
Carson Strong is older than him.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Because he didn't get recognized as a freshman at Alabama.
Nope.
That's right.
And then as a sophomore, and he led him to the national championship, and then Tua came in, saved the day. Devontae Smith, boom, bang. Tua gets drafted. Jalen Hurts goes in the second round.
Right.
Or then he went to Oklahoma.
I know what you meant. All right, so we're going to get to these comments as well.
Birdman, get the hell out of here.
Go ahead.
Philly is downplaying Jalen Hurts' injury like Joel Embiid.
Right.
I don't like that comment. How about that?
Mark brought up a point, though.
Yo, one second, y'all. I'm just going to stop my cam.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Mark brought up a point, though. I know it was a couple of games last year where we all saw Jalen release the ball and it came out of duck, but we still caught it. So with the mechanics being reinvented or fixed, I think that ball's going to come out a lot more smoother. Because what was it? The Dallas game. He almost threw a pick. He threw a pick he almost threw a pick that was supposed to go to Devontae. It was tipped by the corner, and Devontae ended up catching it. Yes. So I think they're fixing all them so the ball can come out a lot more crisp.
It's okay. So speaking of mechanics and fixing things, and from what I've seen with the culture that we have in Philly, it seems like just everybody is just vibing. The vibes is just something else, man. Like everybody is just feeling each other. Like, yo, what's good? What's going on? We family. Gang. Like, what's going on, fellas?
Really good chemistry.
You know what I'm saying? The only person, you know what I mean? I think the only person that's missing it is Britton. I can't say his last. What's his last name? Marcus?
Rittenhouse?
Nah, from Utah.
Utah State.
Yeah.
I felt like if he was in there, that he would have been Zach Willis when everybody's putting up the gangster like or throwing up like, yo, what's up? He was like, probably would have never fit.
Mark said, "Who invited Rager?" Mark said, "Shout out, Mark, man, a day one right there." He said, "Who invited Rager?" I said, "I was gonna say it's funny he said that because I was gonna say, man,
yo, he all the way in the back though. He all the way in the back.
He's still cheesing hard though. Like he's cheesing like he knows something we don't know."
And that's the best thing about that picture. Rager is smiling, bro.
Pressure's off of Rager. Yeah, the pressure might be off of him now. Like Aguilar, he couldn't play with that pressure on the outside, but put him on the inside. That boy's a beast. So,
Reek, don't draft him first overall in our fantasy.
Wait, hold on. I did not.
Who'd you draft?
I did not draft last year.
Who'd you
Yo.
have last year? Miles Sanders.
I did have I had Sanders and I had Smith.
Nah, no, you didn't.
Oh, dude, that must suck because he didn't get a touchdown.
None.
He didn't get a touchdown.
I didn't draft either one of them until the late rounds, but still.
Oh,
Jonathan Taylor went like 4th round.
That's funny.
And Eddie.
I can't wait to do the fantasy Swoop Boys.
Are you gonna jump in ours?
Yeah, we definitely got to do the fantasy Swoop Boys.
We got to do Swoop Boys. We got to do Swoop Boys.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the next one, which is Rico just touched on it. How his job is done, and now it's time for a coaching staff to rise to the occasion. If this team falls short, who is to blame? Mind the way, he looking at you. He looking at Rico, right? He looking at Rico.
Everybody.
Looking at Rico like, what's up, son?
Hey, he said, "What's up?" He said he's looking like you always knew. You always believed.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I mean,
hold on. So with that being said, though, with him going to the grocery store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coaching staff is listening, or telling him what to get, how to go. I don't know if you guys seen the conference with John Gannon and what he said about. He said about Hassan Reddick. He said about Jordan Davis. He said them two are weapons. So with that meaning, I think there's going to be a little bit of transferring from a 3-4 from 4-3, and you're going to be sending some wonky stuff. You're going to be seeing it. How you guys feel about it? Marcus? Go ahead, because I see you shaking your head.
No, I'm gonna put the blame on Gannon. What you're seeing is a lot of teams are going to this 3-4 hybrid. We do it out here at the high school. You see it at the colleges because basically you're substituting a DN for outside linebacker. So it's going to be on Gannon because at the end of the day, Nick Sirianni didn't pick his quarterback, but Gannon got to pick his whole defense. Now he got the pieces in place. So you got the bodies to run the scheme you want to do. All right, now show what you can do. If you're supposed to be this head coach, that's supposed to get hired.
Mm-hmm. So what that Jawn is?
I mean, my man.
Amen. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. All right, Will. Go ahead.
My man's got a top 10 defense, right? I mean, they finished number 11th last year, and they started off like crap. So, and that was just running a vanilla scheme. So, yeah, I'm looking for top 5 from him. They're top 5. They're definitely a team I should see in the NFC Championship game. I'm not saying they're going to win it. I'm saying they should get there. With the top 5 defense in that run game.
Okay. Charlie, talk to me.
Yeah, so to piggyback off of what Marcus said, I definitely think that Gannon's on the, he definitely has a fire under his ass. He has to get going. Like, it's not now how he did his job. He got the weapons for this team to execute. Now it's time for Gannon to execute it correctly. He has what you give Belichick those group of guys, or give, Bruce Arians those group of guys. Look, they're gonna use them correctly. Whether it's the 3-4 or the 4-3 or a little bit of a hybrid, you're showing 4-3, you drop one out, Nakobe Dean off the edge, showing different, packages like that. Like he's smart, man. The dude is smart. Gannon is not an idiot. He is very smart, and he does have like these little, weird packages and stuff that he's been running. Like I've never seen a team run. What was the numbers last year? What was their running percent versus passing? It was like 70%.
75%.
Yeah, 70% run. And they won. They made it to the playoffs. But so I think they should win the division. You're going to have Dallas there, but you're going to have to say if they do not, which I really don't like to say it, but if they do not do well in the first beginning, 6 games, 7 games, right. Like who are they going to start pointing fingers at? They're going to start pointing fingers at Howie Roseman, or are they going to start pointing fingers at Gannon? What do you think?
Well, I think
it's going to be coaching staff.
I think Mark, you hit it on the head. I'm happy you said that. Hurts has to perform, make or break year. I'm gonna go ahead and say it like this: It's funny that when we pose a question about coaching in the staff, everybody's worried about this defense. Guys, the defense is going to perform. For one, the thing about this defensive line that it's always been, even before this current coaching renaissance, is that they've done one thing and they've done one thing great. The guys up front get to the quarterback. They're going to be, just because they're switching to this new scheme, they're still going to be getting to the quarterback. And now they got more guys behind them when they're shooting these gaps to get to the quarterback. Now we got guys in the back end that can either play in the zone or can play the man straight up that are going to go ahead and make sure we don't get burnt every time. So, guys, the defense isn't what we need to be worrying about. Everybody's talking about Gannon. Nah, man, this is Sirianni season.
Offense
right
either.
This is all about Sirianni, man.
I mean,
Sirianni
got the best offensive line.
Yeah, Sirianni needs to step up this year, scheme Jalen the right way, make sure that this kid is going and making the right passes, the easy, giving what the defense is, taking what the defense is giving them, and making the big plays when they rear their head. All this other stuff, man. Rico, how could you say that when Fletcher Cox has underperformed? Yeah, Fletcher Cox has underperformed, and I was the first one to say that we shouldn't have even brought him back. We already have Milton Williams, and we already have Hargrave. So if you don't believe in Milton Williams,
and Davis,
back, I'm not here to defend.
Yeah, but we don't even the offense. We don't even have to throw the ball, man. We don't. That we got the best offensive line in football.
Exactly.
So if we just play good defense and run the ball, you should win 12 games. I mean, that's a fact. We lost games last year because we went on some kind of pass air raid thing when we didn't have to. So
but this season we'll be able to go ahead and
come down with that passing mandate. Right.
Yeah, but this season we'll be able to throw it over everybody's head if we need.
Hey, Mark said Birdman got to take a TO, man. Birdman.
Yeah.
I see what
Cuzzo. What's up, man? What's going on, Cuzzo? Hope everything is well.
I see what Rico's saying, but you remember when Fletcher came out and talked about I'm not getting paid to play this type of scheme when he was throwing shade on Gannon. So I think Gannon finally realized, the personnel he got, he wasn't utilizing Fletcher the right way. So that's why he did get Davis. Davis can play in that 1 or 0 technique. So now you can allow Fletcher to go back to his original position and scheme the defense the right way. I think that was what the issue was last year. Gannon was trying to do stuff with the wrong personnel. So now that he got the personnel he got this year, the pressure's back on you because Sirianni wasn't getting picked from other teams to become another head coach. Gannon's up for grabs. So
the reason that you're seeing that is what a good coach is going to do is he's going to go ahead and try to get guys to play in uncomfortable spots. Look at how Aaron Rodgers, he hated playing under Matt LaFleur for the first whole season, getting in that system. But now you see what it's done for his game. It's elevated him. Hey, Fletch, I know you were the $100 million player, but you're long in the tooth, and this is your new coach. He's telling you to do what you need to do. You're either going to step up and do what you need to do for the team, and he did in respect. Once Gannon realized he couldn't do it, he did go ahead and switch up the defense, and he had to work with what he had. Now he's got the guys. It's going to be different this season. But I think as a good coach, you're going to go ahead and try to implement your system, and you're going to try to get those players to play within that. And I mean, just ended up being not able to do it. That's it.
Reek, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
I got a question for you. So why do you think, in the defense as a whole, why do you think that, the interior line you're keying out Fletcher Cox is the problem? Don't you think the weakness of the defense, if anything, would be the secondary? They have to prove themselves.
No, because last season in the beginning, for the first 5 to 6 weeks, that front line wasn't getting to the quarterback at all. Guys were literally sitting back there building puzzles, and then checking their emails and then throwing the ball. So that they weren't able to get their job done.
But now you throw last season out, that first couple of games, the defense choked up. They definitely came to play. If it wasn't for the defense in all of the games, they would have lost. The offense wasn't clicking.
No, they played safe. And the run game,
hey fellas, let's get back on the subject, fellas. Let's get back because now y'all going everywhere now. Let's get back on the subject. All right, East Coast Gridiron, what up? So I know that question is a little heavy because when you're saying coaching staff, it can be on both sides, right? I think at the end of the day, this is going to be put on Nick Sirianni. I don't think it's going to be so much on Gannon. But that's just as a whole what I'm talking about. So we'll move on from there because that was y'all.
Hey,
y'all was getting spicy. I like it though. I like it.
Wait, hey. I just want to know one thing.
What up?
Y'all think Dallas is gonna? You think Dallas is gonna be good this season?
No,
Yes.
It doesn't matter because the Eagles are gonna win it all.
All right, so Rico just puts us in a different one. He puts us in a different segment. So, you fellas, how do you feel of the rank of the NFC East teams? As you guys know, we're in NFC East. Y'all know the teams. I ain't even got to say the name, but I'll put it up there. I'll put it up there for you guys if you don't know. If you don't know, now you know. Oh, I got to lose the banner. My bad. Sorry, fellas.
This defense gave average quarterbacks way too much. I'm not even going to acknowledge that.
All right. So here we go. Y'all seen it 1 through 4. 4 being the worst, 1 being one's basically whoever is 1 is going to win the NFC East. Or we see if things can juggle, whatever y'all want to put in y'all minds of 4 through 1. So, Will, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Number one, return 1. I mean, our practice squad gave Dallas all what they wanted last year in Philly. Dallas not beating us in the winter in Philly ever.
Okay, so hold on. So 1 is Eagles, right?
1.
Okay, 2.
Dallas.
3.
Giants.
4. Of course.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh man, hey, it ain't a party without Will, bro. I don't care what nobody says, bro. All right, let's go with Marcus.
Hey,
all
I gotta
1.
I gotta agree with Will. Same.
Okay,
1 Philly.
same.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Charlie, nope, because you're my last.
All right, so I gotta switch it up a little bit. If we're gonna go power rankings at the end of at the beginning of the season, I would have to say Dallas is number 1, Philly 2, Washington 3, Giants 4. But if I'm gonna say at the end of the season, Eagles 1, I'm gonna say Dallas 2, Washington 3, and the Giants 4.
You saved yourself because I wanted you to say I want nothing but problems.
No. I'm just saying, like, you're gonna have to give. They did win the division. Like if you look at anybody's thing, besides
the divisions.
Right. Of the divisions, that's how it was. That's what it was. But the Eagles they're gonna win the division.
Okay, Rick, talk to me.
Oh man,
is this hot take? Is this a hot take? What's going on?
It's not, I think it's like lukewarm. Eagles 1, Giants 2, Cowboys 3, and the Commandos 4.
Hold on.
I mean, you got to think like if you really think like the Cowboys really didn't do much at all this offseason. So
y'all being scared.
If anything, that's a team that got worse. The Giants, I mean, just for the simple fact that you got rid of Jason Garrett is a plus. You got rid of that terrible GM you had, so they're already playing in a positive position. Daniel Jones, man, not that I think he's an elite quarterback, but I think he's a kid playing for his life right now. So you might get something out of him. And as much as we like to clown that they have all these receivers, and then they just don't do anything with them, even though their line is receiver, but they do. Those receivers they have are talented. So they do have the potential. And even though Saquon's always hurt, he always seems to have a couple good games a season. So for sure. I think they have enough to do something in there, and then just the natural and the natural progression that no one or that the Cowboys no one's talking about this is that defense was really good because of all the takeaways they got last season. Takeaways is usually something that you really can't duplicate, so I don't see them doing much.
They're not repeating that.
And Diggs, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to take anything away from Diggs. He's a good cornerback. I'm not going to say great, but I think he's going to adjust to the mean a little bit this season because he was very much feast or famine. So you might see a little bit more famine this season because he might try to make some big plays, and if he misses a couple and he starts trying to keep going after it, it could be a long season for him. And he was the reason that defense was as successful as it was. So with them losing big pieces up front and maybe him not being as solid this year, the Cowboys are primed to take a step back this season. So don't be surprised if New York comes for that number 2 spot.
2 and 3.
New York.
They did always play the Cowboys hard.
So you're saying New York will come for that number 1 for the second spot? Because I'm telling you, it goes Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Commandos. I think the Giants have improved on their defensive line. Kayvon Williams. I think that's all you really need. They got a good linebacking core. Their secondary, quarterback wise, Daniel Jones. I don't believe in Danny Dimes. I just don't believe in him. Saquon, can you stay healthy? You know what I mean?
They're the worst in the division.
Yeah. So
hands down.
If you feel that way, I think that's the way you feel.
I think.
Hold on, let me talk. Hold on, you got yours. Let me get mine. I always got to get everybody. Let me get mine. And then after that, I feel like the Cowboys. And I do agree with you guys. I feel like they took a step back. I feel like they took a step back by letting Randy Gregory go with his whole contract situation with the writing in it. I think that really hurt them. Yeah, he got 6 sacks. Those 6 sacks count as well. DeMarcus Lawrence, can you stay healthy? They're even their offensive line. The offensive line just dissipated. Can you really count on Tyron Smith every game? No, you can't. He's going to give you probably at least 6 or 7 games with being healthy, if healthy, right? And then you lose, and I hate to say it, but he was an Eagle killer. And
Amari Cooper.
Yeah, when you lost him, hey, it's all fair game now. We ready to go. And we got 2 good outside corners. We got a nice spot. It's ready to go. I just think if the Eagles stick to the script and they do what they need to do, the Eagles walk away. The 12-13 wins. Eagles win the NFC East. From there, we got to win a playoff game.
Definitely win a playoff game. How come no one's talking about how long is Tony Pollard supposed to be showing his ass off and running all over the place and watching Zeke getting paid the big bucks?
Well, you got to think about it though. They put a lot of money into that position.
Well, how long is he supposed to?
And they're stuck. They're stuck. They can't get rid of Zeke. Zeke is there for another 2 years.
And if I'm Tony Pollard, I'm gonna tell you, figure it out, or let me or trade me. You can't have me giving me way more production on this little baby deal and think that Zeke over here with his fat ass is going to be sitting on the bench and getting paid what he's getting paid.
Right.
They got big problems.
Tony really the guy to carry the team though? I mean, Zeke does a lot more. His blitz pickup game is retarded. So not having him on the field has been
ridiculous.
A lot. This is good, right?
So but Zeke got the same issue Miles got, and that's ball security.
Yeah.
Zeke,
he puts that ball on the ground.
He has his streaks, though. He has his streaks where he does put the ball on the carpet. But I'll say this. CD's unproven at the number 2, right? Definitely unproven. I mean, he's done.
At the 1, we got you.
Yeah. We're calling him Sedarian. We're not even going. CD's too cool of a name. That boy's Sedarian until he has a 1,000-yard season.
There you go. Had to reload him.
Had to reload you.
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. But anyway, okay. I'll put the cellular into the house. So,
you were breaking. Yeah, you were connected to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So I don't know about who's playing number 2 because Gallup's hurt, right? So he's not going to start.
They still got Rico Gathers over there.
Nah. They get a coach that young guy because they were talking about him.
Kellen Moore.
Yeah, Kellen Moore is still the offensive coordinator.
Can we? You know what? Hold on. Hold on, cuz I don't want to cut you up. But can we get this narrative right here out of the way? Pull that up. Can Jalen Hurts go toe to toe with Dak Prescott? The answer has been and no, and we'll see what happens. Let me tell you guys something. This is the most tired, most boring subject you could bring up, and I'm gonna tell you for the simple fact is For one, quarterbacks do not face each other. Both quarterbacks aren't on the field at the same time. They're not going up against each other. Dak is going against our defense, and Jalen's going against their defense. So it has nothing. One has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah, like
and the thing is, can Jalen go out there and light their defense up? And you're going to see he is this season. Just
well,
wait.
has Jalen ever had a 3? You could say all-pro receivers, all-pro running back. Maybe 2 all-pro running backs in the backfield and some decent tight ends. No. Exactly. So Dak's had everything you could ask for.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
And a lot of people love to, and I'm gonna say this: everyone loves to give Foles all the credit in the world, but let's not forget what he had on that team that season when we did win the Super Bowl. He had Alshon playing his best football of his career. You had what's his name running wide open downfield that we traded to the Panthers.
Corey Smith.
Torrey Smith, yeah. We had Smith running all over the place, even though Torrey Smith dropped so many balls that season. But when
he did, but playoff time though, he came out. He came out
when it mattered.
That Jordan Atlanta.
You had
that Atlanta. That joint he caught against Atlanta, and then the flea flicker in the that was crazy. I would never forget that flea flicker. I was at the game. I was there. I was there.
Me and Cuz too. We were at the game.
Oh, that's right. You guys were there.
I remember the first half. I ain't gonna lie.
We was
tailgating since I don't know sun came up.
Same here.
I mean, and then come on, let's talk about we had 3 running backs that were unstoppable, bro. Like Garrett was a human pinball machine.
Beast.
You had
why we didn't get that man a contract was crazy,
bro. So it's like this is the first time this team has been beefed up on the offensive side since then. And Patrick Mahomes versus Allen, they went at it. What are you talking about, Rico? Did you not watch the playoffs? They didn't go at it. When were they on the field together? It's a tired narrative. You just want to put 2 names together. You want to put 2 names together. Did Mahomes pick off Allen? Did he do that? Did that happen? Did Allen run Mahomes over for a touchdown? Okay, those didn't happen. So they didn't go against each other. They played the defenses. Get out of here, Birdman. Get out of here.
I might kick Birdman off the show.
Damn!
Nah, because we're not gonna be bringing tired narratives that people love to have. If we're gonna
stop it, Rico. Stop it, Rico. Stop it.
I'll stop it when you stop the cap.
Ooh. Got him! Got him!
I'm gonna bring the people's eyebrow to you. You're gonna talk to me with some respect, Birdman.
All right,
anyway,
so we'll get back. Let's get back on the subject. I guess I kind of hit on the subject.
What does Jalen need to do?
What does Jalen need to do? Go ahead, do it. Go ahead, Rico.
Honestly, I think he needs 3,500 yards. He needs to go ahead and at least have 25 to 30 touchdowns through the air. And we need a playoff win. Straight up. I think those 3 things, and you can keys. Oh my God. I don't see how I'm ducking. And those
Charles Bird, man, he keeping it spicy, man.
They don't be ducking, man. They don't be ducking.
Spicy.
He keeping it spicy, man.
They be with all the shits.
All right, yo, Marcus, go ahead and talk to me, man. How do you feel about Jalen being the franchise? Can he be possibly the franchise quarterback in Philadelphia Eagles?
If he can prove to be a game manager, and what I mean is like, don't try and do too much. Just play the game. Right. Play the game. Follow the scheme. Hit the targets when they're supposed to. Don't wait forever. For Devontae on a clear out route, and he's been cleared out, and you haven't thrown him the ball. Like, bro, just be a game manager. Let the defense eat, and we should be fine.
Yeah,
gotcha. Charlie, talk to me.
All right, my man. So I'm gonna take it season by season. He has to prove himself this season, and what I mean by proving himself this season, I mean taking care of the ball. You already seen last year how his leadership skills on the team, everybody respects him already. So now it's his team. He has control of that. Last year was a feeling out process. This season, he has to prove to be, the leader of that squad. He's the captain. He's the leader. Like he has to, and he has to, show, lead by example.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God! Did you guys see that disastrous play in the Phillies game?
Yeah, dude,
No.
I'm watching it right now.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not
and
yet.
Alvarado, dude, we'll get on that.
All right, let's get back on the subject because we got to get up out of here soon because Charlie got to go to work.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, so Jalen, man, really, he I hate to bring up the drops, man, but they dropped a lot of touchdowns last year or got him called back for dumb stuff. So I already had him in the 25 range last year, and not for that, right? He kind of got robbed on that. So he just has to play, man. And like Coach said, don't do nothing dumb, but I don't think he does dumb stuff. There's been times where he tried to make plays because nobody else was making plays, or they were like that Giants game. But at the end of the day, man, we got to win. That's all. If we win, he's good. Don't matter.
So we all basically agree he has to do his best Alex Smith impersonation, and we should be good.
I will say this. I think it's time for us to give him a fair chance. With this being the wide receiver group that he has, he's gonna have to, people. The biggest thing I've been hearing so far about since we got AJ Brown, Jalen doesn't throw in the middle of the field. Jalen doesn't throw in the middle of the field. Well, we're gonna see because a lot of AJ Brown's routes is gonna be the middle of the field, and he's gonna take them. He's gonna take them slants and take it to the house. So, we'll see. And I totally agree with Charlie on that one. Got to take it year by year. But I think us as fans and everybody need to be patient and give my man a chance. You heard Andy Reid. You heard Donovan McNabb. You heard everybody that actually knows football and played the sports, been there, done that. Give this man a chance.
Do you guys think, real quick, do you think Hurts with his personality, if he goes and has if he has a decent season, say it's not amazing, but it's not bad either. It's just meh. Do you think they franchise tag him?
No.
Yeah.
If he didn't,
that price is too high.
You think?
No.
They got an option year, right?
Nah, he's a second.
No,
rounder.
he's a second rounder.
You only get the option if you're a first rounder.
Yeah.
So it's for it today. So it's basically it really is shit or get off the pot.
He probably signed a 1-year deal or something, man. Or it depends, right? How good of a season he had, or I don't know, man. If you could sign him for $15 million with some incentives and stuff like that, that's good. If not, then I mean,
sure. James Harden, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it depends on how good of a season he has, man. Like you can't be asking for no damn.
You can't
Dak
ask for
money.
the house and
You
the
can't
boat.
ask for Dak money and you haven't done nothing, right? So that's my thing.
I mean,
he got paid. He shouldn't have got
paid.
What
has Dak done? What's Dak
nothing.
done?
He shouldn't have got paid.
What are you talking about? Dak,
let him walk.
Dak done? He's the quarterback to the Dallas Cowboys. Are you serious?
That's all.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But Jerry Jones and his son put themselves in that situation, and everybody knew everybody had them over the barrel at the same time. So either you franchise us again and give us that Kirk Cousins money, or you let me walk. I'm gonna go get paid regardless.
I think a Kirk Cousins deal, if he shows out this year, a Kirk Cousins deal, $88 million fully guaranteed is very reasonable.
Yeah.
4 years, 88. All years.
You're doing a short deal. Then you're going to do a short deal, 3 year.
But look,
3 years, 4 years. I'm cool with that.
But you down there messing with Tom Brady. He's already telling you don't gotta kill him. You just gotta have some shit like this.
That's
some
what. TB12.
Yeah. That's it. If you got endorsements and you in 4th, 5th largest market in America.
Yeah,
bro, you're good.
Well, remember, people love to say when Dak was trying to negotiate his deal, how much money he was making as being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. People don't like to talk, but as the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, the endorsement deals are very plentiful. So
plentiful. Look at McNabb. He ate forever and he never won shit.
Chunky soup.
Yeah, remember he got fat. I forgot to tell
you.
you.
He was in the cover of Madden. He was in the cover of Madden.
But he got fat. That's when he got fat. And remember y'all talking about Jalen getting skinny?
Well, Andy Reid told him, "Hey, stay in the pocket. I need you to stay in the pocket. We got Macklin D-Jack, so I need you to stay in the pocket."
It was done before then, but that's another topic another time.
Hey man, real quick, I don't know if anyone caught this during. Remember the Cowboys were on Hard Knocks? Did anyone else peep Jerry Jones when he was eating a McGriddle and he put mad salt on it?
I didn't even watch this.
Nah,
whatever you want.
He had a McGriddle and then he took the salt shaker and was like, "No, I'm not even exaggerating. Like 6 good times like that." And took a mean bite. That's a nasty man right there, yo.
That's your billionaire you talk about, man. Let that man live, man.
Thanks. Let that man live, man.
He only got a couple more years.
As long as he lives, man.
Let that man live, man.
Cowboys ain't doing not a damn thing.
Ain't that same shit all
Let
his life.
That man live. Let that man live.
He got a good cardiologist, trust me.
He was worried about Dak's shoulder. He said, "Damn, what the hell are we gonna do about that?" Right?
That's what he was talking about. We got some baseball coaches coming in here. Oh shit!
Oh man! All right, fellas. So let's get on the next subject, man. We're gonna talk about our beloved. First I want to shout out Vic. Vic, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Philadelphia. The homegrown Vic 3. If y'all haven't seen his podcast, go jump on that joint. I've been on it a few times. Hopefully we can get the whole Swoop Squad on there one time for Vic, man. Shout out to Vic. Let's go here. So we're gonna switch the gears a little bit. We're gonna talk about our beloved Philadelphia 76ers. How do you get the voice? How do you get the voice?
This is my Jalen Hurts impersonation at the end of the season.
You're Joe Burrow.
There you go.
That's gonna be Jalen Hurts this season.
All right. So here we go. We're gonna talk about our Sixers, man. Should the Sixers admit that the process is over, and if so, should the front office think about trading Embiid while he's still in his prime and rebuild around Maxey? That's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
That's a tough one because I mean, I think everybody here is a Sixer fan. We love Embiid. 2, he's in his prime. He got pushed aside for Jokic. I don't know why. I don't understand what the hype about Jokic is. My man was out in the first round. The first round of the playoffs gets swiped out. He's been the first round playoff exit for the past 2 or 3 years. And I don't want to hear he doesn't have Jamal Murray. He doesn't have.
Don't matter.
Doesn't matter. Look what Embiid went through. Embiid went through the drama with Ben Simmons. Embiid had injuries, and he still played. He gave us a sweat and soul, blood, sweat, and tears, everything, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy as hell to me, man.
No expectations on Joker either. None.
None. And matter of fact, did y'all see the first and second and third teams? Y'all see that?
Steph on the second team. Yeah.
Bro, LeBron on third team over KD?
Yeah.
KD played. I think KD played one less game, but LeBron had like historical numbers for being 37 years old. That's not easy.
LeBron was top 5.
When it comes to those lists, it's a lot of cap involved, man. And I hate to say
it is, bro. It really is, man. It really is. How y'all feeling, man? Rico, talk to me, bro. Talk to me about the Sixers, bro.
All right, well, man, the reason that this question gets posed is just for the simple fact that, man, like it's like you said, and we all love Embiid. He's great, and he is in his prime right now. But unfortunately, and this has nothing to do with the current front office. Was talking about Murray. Murray came in and kind of inherited a clusterfuck, so to say, because bro, his hands are really tied. Right now, you literally have nothing you could trade. Like Tobias, you really can't get rid of Tobias. He was actually productive in the playoffs. But I mean, what? Yeah, you can't really, unless the team is in love with Matisse for whatever reason. You really have no trade assets, bro. You can't, like, Tobias's contract. It's really not movable until next year, if at all. Maxey, he's unmovable. Like he's got to be the cornerstone. Like he's the future, no matter what. And so it's like it comes down to it's like what Harden. Is he going to opt in? If he opts in, I mean, you already know what that is, and then you're paying him a buttload of money, and
he's hopping in, but it'll be like 47 mil.
47 mil. So, yeah, I mean, so it's like you really have no trade pieces. The guys on the bench, no one's trading for anyone we have. You really don't. You're stuck in a hard place. So it's like, what do you have to move? You can move Embiid. If people see that you're going to start doing that, you move Embiid. You could probably get some good assets this season if you move Embiid in this offseason, and you were to go ahead and you could start rebuilding right now. And then just like the Eagles in another 2 seasons, you could be right back to competing. So I mean, that's how I look at this whole situation. I would hate to see Embiid leave, but for one, I think, and then the other part about it is we want Embiid to succeed. Like, bro, it's not fair that he's given his heart, his soul, and his body, like his literal body. This is the second time this man has played with a broken face, and it's like, this dude deserves to win a title, bro. And I hate to be the Philly fan that's like, oh, I'm glad he won it somewhere else, but at least he won one, even if it wasn't with us, because I hate that shit. But at the end of the day, some guys really deserve it. Like, we hated to see Giroux go, but he deserved it, bro, to go somewhere else and try to have a chance, You're muted, Charlie. Hold on.
Yeah, and he got swept.
Yeah, he got swept. But at least he got some playoffs. At least
by the Lightning. They destroyed him. And the Lightning didn't have their best player. But I feel bad for him. He's one of my favorite players. I'm such a diehard Flyers fan. Once the season starts getting kicked back up, we'll have to add that into the to the segments. I got some good stuff coming up for that. But yeah, I guess I'll touch on this Embiid.
Go ahead.
Maxey situation we got. I mean, if you say, I don't know, I say no off the top of my head, like off the rip. Like I say no. Like you absolutely have to keep both of them, and you have to build around both of them. Even though you can, like, what would you get for Embiid? You can get what, maybe 1 or 2 first-round draft picks.
You don't get rid of a dude like that.
Yeah, you can't get rid. Like, even if you were to say, all right, straight up, Jokic for Embiid, would you do it?
No.
Jokic for I'm sorry, say it again. Repeat it.
If you said, all right, so like if you said straight up a trade, straight up, Jokic for Embiid, would you do it?
No, I'm not doing that.
No, you wouldn't do that. Now, would you say, all right, they say, all right, Jokic, a first-round pick, and, somebody from the G League. Would you do it? No, you wouldn't do it. So, yeah, you're not moving him. You're not getting anything from that. It would hurt you in the long run more than it would help you if you would start the rebuild right now. You have to build around both of them.
Right. All right, Marcus, go ahead and talk to me.
Nah, you like Charlie said, you can't get rid of Embiid, and then Maxey's just untouchable. You can't get rid of him. You got to find a way to build around them guys. It's probably going to have to be through free agency, just because a lot of the players we got on contract is going to be hard to trade. Nobody wants Korkmaz. Nobody want Niang. Nobody want Milton or any of these guys. So you're going to have to use Embiid as a selling piece to bring free agencies in, because if you ship Embiid out, who the hell want to come play in Philly now?
Nah, nobody.
Hey,
nobody.
I mean, if you trade Embiid, you're going to have to get. I mean, I don't even think you could trade him. You would have to wait and do the free agency, sign and trade. It would have to be one of those moves where you're just. Yeah, because you would have to collect. You would have to collect picks. You have to collect a little bit, some bench players, some pieces to be able to have a cornerstone of Maxey. Yeah. Personally, me, I'm not trading Embiid. I'm just not trading. I'm not trading. It's not happening.
Well, look. Let me tell you. What, if you're talking about moving a player like Embiid, it's doable because he's already under contract for the Supermax. So whatever team they will be trading, they're guaranteed that they're going to get 5 years out of him. Yeah, and so that you would be able to, and honestly, a situation this big, it would need 3 teams at least. So and then the team.
It has to be a sign and trade.
You would need to be getting. Well, you would be. You're saying a sign and trade from the other team. Yeah,
It have to be a sign and trade.
you would need to be getting in a couple big ass. You need to at least get one, I'd say, an all-star-esque player along with a lot of draft picks and maybe a couple role players.
Does he have a no trade clause?
Well, that I don't know. That's a good question.
No, he doesn't
say no.
I would say.
I'm talking. So this is to break this down, guys. So when a sign and trade deal happens, that means like if somebody wants to leave, like Jimmy Butler.
Like Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. You're not going to trade him. Like, let's be honest. You're not going to trade him.
I don't think he's not
you
going to
wouldn't.
go for it.
Nah, you wouldn't. So you would have to say if like Embiid's like, yo, I want out of here. I want to go to Miami because I want to go play with Jimmy, and y'all got rid of him, and I'm upset with y'all. Okay, well, I'm going to go there. I'm going to sign with them, and we're going to have a deal already in place. You're going to give me Duncan Robinson, a bio, and like 2 or 3 picks. That's what I mean by a sign and trade deal type like that. You know what I'm saying? But then it goes to show is like, are you saying there? You're saying, well, not even are you saying the process is done?
No, we would go back to trust the process with
no,
guys.
No. I don't even want to hear about it.
It'll be over. Back to
this is
over. It's over. Listen, if you get rid of Embiid, no, what I'm saying, if you get rid of Embiid, you talk about a big man that can play 20 years. All good big men can play 20 years easily, right?
Greg Oden's still playing. I mean,
right.
Greg Oden's still playing.
All good big men.
Greg Oden.
I mean, Monroe is still playing.
Plus, look, Embiid, I'm just going to fast forward 10 years from now. Even Embiid out in the perimeter, he's still coming out there bombing shots and pulling rebounds and he's still giving you 25 a night, no matter what. And he's a 90% free throw shooter. Unless he's hurt,
and the man can shoot.
But that's the issue.
I don't know.
That's the issue. Hurt. He's always hurt. That's the issue.
I can't put this one on him. I can't put that one on. He took an elbow, man.
He got elbows.
That's hurt.
That one I can't put on him. Yeah, hey, everybody.
Hey, listen. When I played college ball, there was 2 things my coach said: you either hurt or you injured. And when you get that, thank Marcus. You know what it is, Marcus. You know what it is, Marcus.
He should have played game 1. I felt like that.
When you get that speech, I'm telling you, your feelings, everything go out the window. It's on. Like, you know what I mean? You're labeled.
I think he wanted to play, but the Sixers wouldn't let him play. That's my thing. Like, I'm playing with the mask game 1, no matter what.
Yeah.
Murdoch would have been out there game 1. I guarantee you. Y'all know who
Murdoch. All right, yo, shout out to Mark. Mark said
Kareem
ship Thibault. Listen. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Go ahead and ship Thibault. Thibault pissed me off when he sat out for a week and then came back. It was like, and then he had a goal. He had a nerve to get on his little YouTube said, "Oh, I forgot how to play basketball over a week, son." What? I've been playing basketball since I was 7 years old. Come on, man, stop playing.
They still boys.
Everybody's rugged.
That's that light skin stuff, bro. That's that light skin stuff. Then pause. My bad. And then shout out to Vic. Vic said Thibault for Levine.
Yo,
I'll take that.
I love that.
I'll take that. I will take that.
But I'm still riding with the boy.
How would that match? How would that match with Harden and Maxey? How would that match?
They have to figure it out.
No,
hold on. What did you say? Harden come off the bench?
Yeah, Harden ain't the point guard though, right?
No,
like Harden's not the point guard. Yeah, Harden's like
Levine and Maxey be that 1-2, and I would have Harden come off the bench and just. I think Daryl Morey and Harden have a good relationship, and Harden with.
And who else?
Don't you?
Starting?
Yeah, don't you see like? Go ahead, Charlie.
I'm asking you a question. Who would you have starting? If you had Levine, it would be. Who would you have for your starting 5 for the Sixers?
Starting 5 for Sixers would be if we did the trade, Maxey, Levine, Thibault ain't gonna beat her. Tobias would go to the 3. I would have Reed go to 4, and then I would have Embiid at 5.
You would be double
Tobias
man.
Be my 6 man.
And you would bring.
Oh, hold on. So B-Ball Paul will go to the 4.
You wouldn't put Shake Milton in there?
No.
I put him on the court. I
would have Shake go to the 2 when Embiid when Harden go to the 1. Shake go to the. Bassey would be the backup. Bassey got. And then what's up, boy, with the Charlie Brown? I would like to see.
He's terrible.
Charlie Brown.
He's terrible.
I like Tobias coming off the bench, man. In certain situations, I'm not having him start every game because he can run the B team. You know,
so you would say
that's why I hate Doc.
You would say Tobias will be off the bench, 6 man.
Yes, and especially in the playoffs. So when he's on the floor with
Thibault, I would think of that carrot to see what I could get for Tobias. Because if I can,
but his contract is so bad.
I'm getting rid of Tobias.
Hey, certain teams like
I'm giving you a bet.
They can take that contract.
You can't get rid of him. Use the go. Give him we need Levine.
Okay, so check this out. Vic said the process ended when we traded Ben Simmons.
I was gonna hit that comment. So I'm happy he said that. So there's a big thing right here. So I think I've brought this up before about the ship of Theseus.
Mm-hmm.
And Marcus, I don't know if you were here yet. Were you?
So
is everyone familiar with the ship of Theseus, the book? So basically, it's a ship. They over time they replace pieces of the ship. So the theory is it the same ship, even though it's been refurbished basically over and over, or is it a new ship at this point? So in my eyes, Ben never really symbolized the process. To me, it was always Embiid. So I feel like as long as Embiid is part of the team, these are still the process Sixers. And once Embiid is no longer there, then the process is over.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You're saying that. I remember at the one point we had 3 big men. We had Norris Noel, Jai Okafor, and Joel. And I remember, it was funny. I was back home. I was in South Jersey. I was driving, and I looked over to my right to the Chipotle, and I see all 3 of them. All they couldn't even walk. They were like in crunches. I was like, "Oh no, we drafted."
It's a buffet.
We drafted.
Oh! They went to the buffet with crunches on.
They were all hurt.
They were all hurt. Remember?
I was in like my mind. I was like, "What did I just see? Like what was that?" And they all 3 had like, I think Ben Simmons had Ben wasn't there. I'm sorry.
And Ben came the next season.
Yeah, Ben came next. But Norris Noel had a cast. Embiid had a cast. Joel had a cast on his wrist, on his arm or something. I was bugged out. I was like, "You're telling me we got all the top college players and they're all hurt on the Sixers?" It was just crazy. It was crazy, man.
It can't be understated enough how excited I was when I thought we were about to see all 3 of those guys on the court together.
Oh man, here go Bird, man. Here go Bird.
Horrible take.
Come on, bro. That's a terrible take. Come on, bro.
Birdman, you haven't won one single convo. Like you're at a 0, bro. And actually, at this point, I'm gonna be honest. I used to respect some of your opinions. Now I think you're a troll.
There he is.
Right.
There it is. Young Lex signing you off right there.
Look, what you got there?
Birdman, get out of here. You heard it from the baby boy's mouth. Birdman.
Embiid is the face of the Sixers. I understand that. Broken face. Oh boy.
All right, go ahead.
Is a unicorn. He is a unicorn.
He ain't take a Carmelo elbow.
Take the hand injury. No, come on, bro. He had to have surgery. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. He's a troll at this point.
Birdman, what are you doing?
He's trolling, bro. He's a troll.
Come on, man. Fresh Swoop Boys. Oh god.
He might be drunk. Might be a victim of the damn podcast.
Yeah, he over there drinking on the West Coast, man. He's drinking that Kool-Aid on the West Coast.
Well, all right, so let's get that last one real quick.
Yeah, let's get this last one real quick. Let me try to get it. And it's about our Phillies.
I don't even want to talk about these.
You want to let me trash them real quick?
Yeah, run it down real quick, Charlie.
You want to let me trash them real quick?
Get in.
Because I'm watching them right now. All right, so listen. Yes. They are the absolute worst in the entire league. They need to blow that bullpen up and start new. Alvarado needs to go. And who is this kid, Nelson? He was in here the other day. Harper, did you watch the game yesterday? Or what was it, 2 days? Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did you guys watch the game? Harper hits a 2-run shot to give us the lead.
Double and gets it, and then, bro, we can't capitalize on it.
dude. And you have to get 3 outs. And why isn't and they bring in Nelson? Why isn't Knebel closing?
Corey Knebel?
Yeah. Why isn't he closing? Like, what is Girardi doing?
It goes back to the whole Girardi thing where I just think he's tinkering with the lineup way too much.
Dude, and then today Ranger Suarez he gave us a solid 5 2/3, and then they bring in Alvarado for the 6th, and the dude didn't get an out. They just get bombed. I mean, they're hitting into the gap like one pitch after another. It's a 100-mile-an-hour sinker in the middle of the gap.
Bro,
I mean,
it's bad.
It's so bad.
It's bad when Albert Pujols can close out an inning, and our bullpen can't.
Yeah,
bro, that sums it all up right there, bro. Come on.
Fuck that. It's May, man. It's still May, guys. Come on.
I mean, I know you're saying it's just May, but the fact is, the first quarter of the season's over, and we're a below sub 500 team. Like
baseball, man. Don't matter if that's the All-Star game.
If anyone's gonna give a little bright spot, let me at least say this: we've played the Mets a bunch of times already. We've played the Dodgers already, so we won't see them unless we go to the playoffs. Have to see them there.
Hey, there's a bright spot. We swept them. There's a bright spot.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, we got 3 up.
But still May.
Didn't fuck that up either.
And then they came to the bank, and then they said, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
They said,
I mean, we should after next week. I think we're going to start seeing a little bit more easier teams. We'll see Washington a little bit more. I mean, I think we have to play the Braves again. So, I mean, there's easier matchups, but at the end of the day, you see what you were against these good teams, these teams that are essentially going to be, in the postseason, and at least. And I know a lot of these pieces are new, but bro, when you got a guy like Gene Segura, who's an unsung hero, hitting the way he's been hitting since he's gotten here. Harper, I'm happy to see him getting back to form.
3 for 4 today.
Yeah, man. Harper's
killing it, man. Harper's a beast,
crushing it, and his elbow. And look how he reacted to the shot.
Hey, it's crazy that everybody said Harper.
Look how he reacted to the shot. I told you guys, if he reacts well to the shot, he's gonna do. And look, you can already see he's improved from week to week by this. Taking those a little bit off, getting the rehab and everything.
Harper's looking like a stud. Castellanos like a stud.
JT's solid. He's always going to be.
JT's been struggling a little bit.
Oh, yeah, but he's solid though.
He's so solid.
Yeah, he's going to come around. He's not going to stay in it.
Yeah, he's not
like some guys aren't. Some guys aren't like the coming out the gate type guys. I always tell you my theory, right? Your family guys going to play the best baseball in the beginning of the season because they don't really be doing that when they go to other cities.
Yep.
Now the other cats, man, they be living it up for 3 days. They got a whole nother family over there, whatever, man. So by the time they gel and they get it all together, it'll be okay, man. It'll be okay. We gotta see, but the bullpen
gotta go.
It's terrible.
Mickey Moniak.
Same thing.
I was about to say Moniak should be coming back. He's
Mickey Moniak. They got. I think they put him. He's already
ready.
He's going to AAA, so he's going to work his way back. So we should see him in the next couple of weeks. That's a good time.
Love that. I love to get him in center
field. Odubel Herrera, ain't it, buddy?
He did good today. He's doing good today. He's the only person that have RBI. And this game, he has a 2-run home.
Republican
home run and another double, the driving and run.
I'm sure we got a couple cousins we can call up. Somebody out there.
All right, I'm gonna go to DR and find somebody, man. Just say, hey, Phillies, give me a week. I'll bring somebody back, man. Diamond in the rough.
Get one of your girls on the line.
Set up, man.
So you got a cousin or something, mommy? I need somebody out here.
Yeah.
Hey, if we do start tanking, I'm gonna say we get my boy from El Paso for the Texans, or from University of Texas, the Ian Hernandez kid.
Oh, did you see that kid that was throwing 105 that plays for Tennessee?
105? We ain't had 105 in a minute.
Oh, this kid's in college. He's throwing 105. He sits there like this, like with the ball, like the dude's like, in the box, kicking the dirt. He's sitting there like this, and he's waiting. He's like He a really up tempo pitcher. It's coming up. I gotta get his name. I saw a video today. He literally 105
That's a nice pitch
from the stretch.
Does he have a changeup?
I haven't really done any research on him, to be honest. I just saw the video. He threw it yesterday. It was Tennessee.
Ben Joyce.
Ben Joyce, yeah, that's his name.
Hey, 105 is 105.
He's throwing 105.
105.5.
Yeah, that's heat.
Dude, that's gas.
That
those
is
guys, those young guys throwing gas like that.
Hey, that's closer material right there.
That's better than
he a brother.
Ryan. Yeah, at least set up, man.
Hey, so I'm with it. He from the tribe?
I'm looking at the pop-up. Nah, he not from the tribe. It was the pinup was up. It wasn't a good one. But nah, he tall.
He's tall, yeah.
And apparently it's Charlie's podcast now.
Right.
Yeah, right.
In there.
Close up on me.
All right, well, let's get to that last one, my brothers.
Yeah. I guess we can go into Cops of the Week.
I thought you guys wanted to talk about bum ass Kaepernick.
Nah, we're not gonna talk about that because we gotta wait till he signs. Or we have some more. We have some more to talk about.
All right, well, I'll give my hot Kaepernick take when that comes.
Yeah,
pitching is always a weak link. It is all. What do they say in Philly sports? It's you know how they say in life it's death, taxes, and for us in Philly sports it's always the Sixers don't have a bench, the Eagles don't have cornerback, and the Phillies don't have a bullpen.
Right.
Always.
Welcome to Philadelphia.
Yeah, you got to conditionally miserable. You know what I mean? So they always gonna.
We call it Negadelphia.
Negadelphia. There you go.
Yeah.
They're always gonna sing that song. My comment. I'm gonna send it to y'all in the chat. Somebody got to put it.
I got shout out to my brother.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then it has my nickname on there, that King Fly Joan right there, and you just plug it in. So yeah, shout out to Mark, man. Appreciate you. Also want to say, say a prayer for him and his wife, man. They're going through some things right now. You know, so keep him in his prayers, man. He's a good dude. Y'all met Mark. Mark's been on the show before. But yeah, keep him in his prayers, man.
Definitely, Mark. Always bless up, brother, man.
Yeah. Prayers up.
Cali.
Yeah. I put my cop of the week on the
yeah, so here, look, I got one.
Chat.
Look, I got one.
We waiting on Charlie, bro.
Charlie
been lagging, bro.
Somebody got to throw that thing up.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you got that from was it Bleacher Report? Is that Bleacher Report one?
That's dope.
I think it was Bleacher Report, but
it
was from somewhere on. Like I found it online, but
that's dope.
I think it's hard.
That's dope.
This is the back of it, and then this is the front. I got.
Hey, I like that a lot.
And they got Hurts on the side.
That's fire, yo.
Yeah, it is fire.
Let me borrow that.
Matches with all the Kelly Green.
There you go.
That's hard. I like that.
If you let me borrow, I'm gonna stretch it out, man. You know.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. This was a large. It was a large.
I'm stretching out, B.
My bad, dog.
Cuz sent the pictures of the new crib. Congrats on the new crib, man. That's his copy.
Yeah, congrats, bro.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
He's moving.
Hey, we gotta do a Swoop Boys. We gotta go. I don't know how Charlie can get there, man. But we gotta go to Vegas, man. Gotta do a little, you know what I'm saying? But quick question. I have everybody here now. I just booked my ticket. That sounds so proper. I just booked a ticket to Philadelphia back home for the Vikings and Eagles game.
Pennsylvania.
Who's with me?
We going?
What day is it?
I think because we already got our tickets, or we getting this.
I ain't get them yet, but I'm gonna get them.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah, we're going.
We're in there.
We're going.
It's tradition.
We're going. Yeah, that's definite.
Okay. Just saying.
Wait, where's your section and everything?
What tickets? Where are we going? Where are we sitting?
It's September 19th. Is it the home opener?
End zone, close to
It's a Monday night game.
Wait, it's Monday night.
At least 4 of us will be there for sure.
Yeah,
Marcus, we waiting on you. So,
hey, I gotta get permission.
we need our Slim Reaper.
Hey, whoa.
Listen,
I feel you. I got permission.
And everybody.
My wife says yes, I can go.
Hey,
no,
man.
I ain't talking about
He's
that.
talking about the government. He ain't talking about white people.
You gotta take lead. Yeah,
I just said.
Yeah.
If it was wifey, I would say ask for forgiveness. Don't worry about.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He knew. Listen,
hey, that's
I've been married. Listen, I've been married for 10 years. Don't do that.
One, all right?
Don't do that. Don't do that. I've been married for 10 years. Don't do that.
Hey man, you have a real you're gonna live that.
Yo,
life.
shout out to Mark. Yo, I appreciate you, man. Every week, bro. You sharing it. You're on, commenting. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I did talk to Birdman. Just talked to a couple people. Newsflash. Basically, Arizona's gonna be on lock. Everybody's gonna be here. From what I talked to, it's gonna be bananas in Arizona.
Yeah.
I'm getting some things set up, so. Y'all holler at me if y'all need me. You got a room here. Just let me know what's up. All right. So is that it for the cops of the week?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So I want to tackle something on a serious note. And I'm pretty sure I speak for everybody. This comes close home, man. Majority of us on this panel, man, we're fathers. Rico, Will, we're fathers. So I just want to say prayer for the victims, the 21 victims in Texas, man. I have a daughter, and she's 7 years old. And from what happened a couple of weeks ago or a week ago with Buffalo, my daughter told me that she's scared to go to the store. Now, for something to happen in a school where I think my daughter is going to be safe, and I drop my daughter every day. I give her a kiss and a hug, and I drop her off at school every day. Because that's what you're supposed to do, right? As men, we are supposed to protect our children, right? We got to stop this. You know what I mean? I'm not totally against guns. I have a gun. I own a gun. But we got to, this whole mental check-in and stuff like that, we got to do better. This is insane.
It's not really, we're going to get in the gun debate right here, but I'm going to tell you right now that, the criminals, anybody who wants to do something, they're always going to be able to do it, but we got to make the school safer, man. We got to take precautions and know these things are going to happen. You got to have people there that can prevent it. You know what I mean? So that's,
what I'm saying.
Start calling them domestic terrorists. Domestic terrorists. Start calling them shooters. Domestic terrorists. That's what they are.
But as men, we have to protect our kids. And when they're in somebody else's care, we can't do that.
Right.
So they got to make these schools a lot safer. And I just want to leave off a serious note and just say, yo, we're praying for y'all. I hope everybody's well. And yo, I also want to say thank you for supporting us, and we'll support you guys back. If you see any of us, man, yo, we're all of us are down to earth people. We say what's up. You don't know what it is. You got King, affiliate Poppy, aka Rico, Charlie, Marcus, Ill Will, DJ, aka DJ Light. We're humans too, man. So we have feelings as well, and we, you know what I mean. And I know this is a podcast where we have that barbershop talk, but at the end of the day, man, we still human beings too. So we have feelings, and if anybody has an issue about what we talk about, you can go ahead and move on. That's what I say. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that appreciate us and know us and support us, thank you. So I just want to say thank you for everybody supporting us. And prayers to the people out there in Texas. And I hope everybody's safe. And have a great weekend. And any last words from the crew?
Man, it's Memorial Day, right? So,
oh, wow, it is.
Having your sandwich and you having your barbecue and everything, just take a minute, man, and think about the guys that sacrifice everything, put everything on the line, man. Girls too, women too, put everything on the line, for the country and for you. They did it for their brothers. They did it for their sisters. So, that's all I gotta say about that.
Thank you, Will. Thank you for your services, brother.
And I'm gonna say I'm happy. I'm lucky that you did what you did.
And Marcus, thank you for your services.
And you came home, and you're here. So I'm happy that I get to honor you and not have to remember you, on these days. And you too, Marcus. So I'm happy.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you both.
And one thing I will say is I appreciate this whole experience and the love we got for one another, man. Like ever since we made the chat, it gives me like it puts me in a different place where I can just have fun with the boys. You know what I'm saying? So I know we're not all near each other. We live in different states and stuff like that, but we got something like a bond that nobody can ever count, man. So I just want to say thank you, fellas. I mean, y'all. Sometimes when I'll be at work and y'all text me with something and I'm laughing, or especially Rico and Marcus, them two y'all be bugging.
Yeah, man. That thing I did in the car, me driving with the phone on, I don't do that for nobody. So I love it. Man. That's real talk, right?
How about your wardrobe? You do that for everybody?
Nah, I was fucked. I was drunk. I was lit.
But that's what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm talking about. The different personalities that we have on this panel, man, it just flows. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. Be who y'all keep on being, and I love y'all, man. Y'all know I got y'all back, and I know y'all got mine. So I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, that's what's up.
Sir.
Yeah, happy holidays.
But all right, so that's all. Is that it? That's all y'all got?
Yeah, Rip.